Hey guys, today I'll be talking about 4 lively accompaniment patterns that you can add to your repertoire to make your playing sound more upbeat and happy. Before we begin, we upload videos on tips and tricks to play the piano by ear every Tuesday and Friday, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos. Also, pitchgarden.com consists of multiple ear training exercises for you to practice identifying notes, sequences of notes, chords, and so on. So do check it out if you haven't already. Now, back to the video. For those that don't know what accompaniment patterns are simply different ways you can play chords in the accompaniment. For instance, here is a simplified version of Can You Feel the Love Tonight by Sir Elton John, played using basic chords without any accompaniment patterns. And here is the same song played using a simple accompaniment pattern. Notice that after we apply the accompaniment pattern, our playing sounds more interesting and less rigid. As such, here are 4 more accompaniment patterns you can use to make your playing sound more lively. As always, this entire video will be in a key of C major for simplicity's sake. Before we go into the patterns, do note that due to the huge number of permutations we can create with the notes and rhythms, nobody has taken the time to name each and every accompaniment pattern. The names of the following patterns are given by me, and I do apologize if they sound weird as I'm not great at giving names, but feel free to call these patterns whatever you like. As such, the first accompaniment pattern we'll be taking a look at today will be the simple stride pattern. To play this pattern, using the C major chord as an example, we first hit the first note C. Next, we hit the third note E and the fifth note G together at the same time. Next, we hit the lower fifth note, which is the G below our first note C in this case. And lastly, we hit the third and fifth note together at the same time once again. Let's use the F major chord as another example. We first hit the first note F, and then the third note A, and the fifth note C together, then the lower fifth note, which is the C below the first note, and then the third and fifth note together at the same time once again. Here's how this accompaniment pattern sounds like in practice versus the same song played just by using basic chords. The second accompaniment pattern we'll run through today is the 1-5-3-5-1 pattern with a bracket covering the middle 3-5. To play this pattern using the C major chord as an example, we first hit the first note C, then the fifth note G, then fly up 1 octave and play the higher third and higher fifth notes E and G together at the same time, and finally the higher first note C again. Using the F major chord as another example, we play the first note F, then the fifth note C, then once again fly up 1 octave and play the higher third note A and the higher fifth note C together at the same time, and finally the higher first note F again. Here's how this accompaniment pattern sounds like in practice. The third accompaniment pattern we'll run through today is a simple boogie pattern. This pattern is considered more special as it kind of only works well on major chords and bluesy songs that use mostly major chords, but the upside is that it works very well on this kind of songs. Without further ado, let's go into how we can play this pattern. This pattern consists of 8 single notes from start to finish, which goes 1, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 6, 5. Following this string of numbers and using the C major chord as an example, we first play the first note C 2 times, then the third note E once, then the first note C again, then the fifth note G, then the first note C again, then the sixth note A, and then we finish off the pattern with the fifth note G again. Let's use another chord, the F major chord, as an example. Following the string of numbers, we go 1, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 6, 5, and there the pattern is complete. Here's how the simple boogie pattern sounds in practice compared to the same song played just using basic chords. The last accompaniment pattern we'll run through today is a simple blues pattern, and is similar to the simple boogie pattern in that it works very well only on major chords and bluesy songs that use mostly major chords. However, like the simple boogie pattern, the simple blues pattern works very well on this kind of songs. The pattern goes like this. Using the C major chord as an example, we first play the first note C together with the fifth note G. We then play the first note C again together with the sixth note A. Then we play the first note C again together with the flat 7th note, which is B flat. Then the first note C again together with the 6th note A to complete the pattern. Notice that at each of the 4 steps in this pattern, we play the first note as a lower note, and only the top note changes. Let's use another chord, the F major chord, as an example. We first play the first note F together with the 5th note C. As only the top note changes, we continue to play the first note F together with the 6th note D, then the first note F again together with the flat 7th note E flat, and finally the first note F again together with the 6th note D to complete the pattern. Here's how this accompaniment pattern sounds like in practice. To get better at these accompaniment patterns, I would recommend applying the patterns to different songs that you already know in order to familiarize yourself with the pattern and also to test out which patterns you like and fit your playing style. Once again, there are many possible permutations of these accompaniment patterns, and as you grow as a pianist, I challenge you to create your own accompaniment patterns that best reflect your personal playing style. Until then, do familiarize yourself with more accompaniment patterns such as the 4 mentioned in this video, and remember to be consistent in your journey as a musician. With that, thanks for watching, and I hope you have learned something new today, and do leave a like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Also, Pitch Garden is a ear training platform with multiple progressive exercises to help you practice identifying notes, sequences of notes, chords, and so on. Do check out Pitch Garden if you haven't already, and hope to see you there.